Back to this Friday at 5. Joining us today is a very special guest because there's a big weekend coming up for Texas Country Reporter.
JV Salceda joins us. Thank you so much for joining us. I feel like it's a reunion of sorts because it was a year ago almost that we were saying welcome to Texas Country Reporter.
Yep, it is very much a reunion. About this time last year, I was up there in Lubbock and driving around, meeting with a few folks, and sped over to meet up with y'all in the afternoon. Thanks so much for having me again.
So this is your second season as host of this show, 54 seasons for the show. Now that you got literally miles under your belt, what is it like being a part of it?
It's been really fun. I had one major accomplishment this year, which is that my daughter finally thinks I'm cool because she started watching the show on YouTube. So it didn't matter that she had seen it on regular TV plenty of times. She thought it was so cool that TCR has a YouTube channel. So that was one major milestone. But outside of that, it's been really, really fun. I honestly tell people all the time that it's kind of unfair that I get paid to do this because it's incredible. The people that I get to meet, the places I get to go, and the things that I get to see along the way. It's been really an incredible experience.
I'm glad to know that your little thinks that you finally made it. So that's good news to begin with. Texas saw a lot within just kind of this time that you have been the host of this show. Take me to some of your favorite stories that you've been able to cover and also what it was like for the flooding.
Yeah, this past season was really moving for a lot of reasons. Still, to this day, one of my favorite stories was Bill Neiman, who runs a place called Native American Seed out of Junction. And, he's just on this mission to go fix the water problems all over the state in a really kind of palm of the hand kind of way, as he says it. He's farming native grasses to bring back the blackland prairies to the level that they were, thousands of years ago. And that story resonates with me so much because he talks so much about how important it is for us to be great ancestors. But, this season we did something that was a little bit unique, and I'll talk about this a little bit actually in the opening of the first show, which is that our show doesn't typically do breaking news. We develop stories over the course of weeks and months, but we went down to Kirk County and parts of Travis County that were flooded right after July 4th. And that was a really moving experience, and we wanted to report on it in the way that our show does, which is to say by spending a lot of time there and trying to really just differentiate ourselves from what I think a lot of people felt was sort of a skimming the surface type of reporting that maybe some of the more national outlets were limited in terms of time and scope and et cetera. We were able to lend that kind of deeper understanding to the reporting. And so it was hard, I think, on everyone. But I was really moved by the engagement and the appreciation of our audience, and most importantly, how our audience used that to show up and help in person themselves.
So you mentioned that's going to be part of the show this weekend. Looking ahead to season 54, what do you hope people get from this new season?
I kind of mentioned this also in the opener that that experience down in Kirk County really emphasized something that I already knew about the show, which is that there's something that sets us apart really from every other type of show like it, which is that we really focus on how it feels to be Texan. Like, that's what we want people to take away from the show. And that's been a big focus for us going into this season. Now, we still got the same producers and editors on the show that we've always had. We've added a couple new people. And so we've been growing the team. And I think that even more so than last season, TCR season 54 is going to be the most cinematic season that we've ever aired. We're really proud of this state, and we took our time to really lean into the cinematic equipment that we have. And so we want Texas to feel like the movie that we know it is, which is it's got a happy ending and a lot of really great characters in it.
It's been incredible to see you and your journey and just kind of your journey through your first season. I'm excited to see what happens next season. Any teaser of anything that you're really looking forward to?
The first episode, the second story in it, I have said to multiple people on our team that it is the perfect TCR story, in that it is kind of old timey in a way. Like the subject is of the story is kind of old timey, but it's a young subject. It's somebody who's trying to continue the tradition in their own way. We get you in the heartstrings. There's a little bit of a lump in the throat moment too. And so we went out and we filmed it. And when we got back and my producers showed it to me, I sent a message to the producer, Quentin, who worked on that one. And I said, man, this is the perfect TCR story. So we're coming out of the gates hot with the heartstrings and the emotions of what it feels like to be Texan.
I was going to say, I think I get a lump in my throat every.
All of them. I do too.
Oh, it's on purpose. We're going there. We want everybody to feel that deep down in their heart. And so happy to hear that I've always got at least a case that I'm getting a lump in the throat.
A little,
for,
yeah.
so.
Well, I'm a weakling when it comes to sob stories, no matter what. So you got me. So
Now I got two. All right, great. So off to a good start.
Season 54 of Texas Country Reporter airs at 9 a.m. out here on KCBD on Sundays, but of course you can catch it many other places, and of course around the state as well.
and YouTube
YouTube.
Yep. Famous.
That's where you made it.
JP, thank you so much. Best of luck.
Thank you all. Appreciate y'all and all the support from everybody up there in the High Plains.
Absolutely. Stay with us. We'll be right back.